What's up, people? What's going on? BQF Black Quarterback Forum. My man Smeeze
What up, buddy?
back in tandem. My man's back. It was holidays, started the new year. Things going on. We back together now. Y'all see this Raven Central. We've been saying that all year. I don't know, since about week 4 or 5. Best two quarterbacks in the AFC, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, playing for the AFC Championship. We will have a black quarterback in the Super Bowl representing the AFC, and whoever it is, but y'all know who we hope it be and who we think it's
We
gonna
don't do
be.
hope. We know who it's
We
gonna
gonna
be.
know. Okay, keep
We know.
keep no alive. We know. Keep hope alive. Otherwise, in the NFL. But we love them all here. You know we love all black quarterbacks. And now it's down to the last two in the AFC. There is none in the NFC, so we ain't gonna really talk about that game, too much because they don't got a black quarterback. That's what we do here. We talk about black quarterbacks, the playing performance, and we still got two riding. And like I said, there's going to be a black quarterback in the Super Bowl. So, with that being said, we're going to focus on this conference championship game. A lot of people still don't believe in Lamar. But man here is not just your average fan, man. When it comes, he goes deep, hard. You can tell him, bro. You
I
can tell him.
mean, the main thing about it is the history. A lot of times, your history. Oh, Lamar's 1-3 in the playoffs. True, but there's different teams, different seasons, different things happen. The thing with Lamar is Lamar's never had an true offensive coordinator. Greg Roman is a great offensive coordinator, but to me, he's more of a run game specialist. He can't develop passing. So the passing you're seeing now from Lamar, no one believes it
Right,
because you haven't seen it.
right.
But you haven't seen it because the plays wasn't called that way
And it wasn't
for
designed
his
for him to
entire
even throw.
career.
It was the first 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So now that he has an offensive coordinator, and I hope Monken stays there one more year, bro. I hope give him one more year to Monken, you can go wherever. Lamar need one more year of that good seasoning that he got going on right now,
Mm-hmm.
and just his ability to correct himself in between the games. Case in point, the blitz. Remember a few years back that blitz the Chargers brought
It would
and
rattle
Tennessee
him, huh?
brought? Woe was out. We
Right,
couldn't do anything
right. That's what
against that
changed.
blitz. Lamar first half, 3.7 seconds he held the ball before he got it out. We realized the blitz was coming. We realized what was happening. We got to get it out quick. Second half, 2.4 seconds.
Yeah, he made
Touchdown,
adjustments.
touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. That's the difference of a good offensive
Right,
coordinator that can develop the pass. The run is always there,
right.
but that can develop the pass.
And I just want to say quickly, I just got jumped to the Lamar and the Ravens. I'm so excited. But we're gonna talk about all of our black quarterbacks in this season. I just can't wait for a recap when the season is finally over for all black quarterbacks. But we're happy. I'm happy, specifically for some of the young ones like Jordan Love and CJ Stroud, who had an extraordinary, I call it CJ Stroud, the rookie extraordinary, had a great season, obviously. So at the website, I've been posting their year season highlights. So we'll get a little bit more into that once the season is officially over. I just wanted to mention that. But like I said, I'm excited to talk about Lamar and what you was just saying early on in the season, man. I remember watching shows. I was watching these talk shows heavily early on in the season. I've kind of tailed off because I've seen what I need to see. But they were always, or were they were always like Lamar's suspect as far as
Yeah.
throwing because they couldn't believe. But he's proven them wrong each week. And the Ravens have played really well. I mean, since about week 10, they've been, dare I say, bitch slapping people. They've just been beating people down, man. And so if you watch football and know, we talk about taking another team's will. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do defensively. So if you have never played sports, you just know sometimes that person on the other side of you, they might not be the better athlete in totality, but today, right now, tonight, they ain't gonna lose against you. And that's
Mm-mm.
what the Ravens do. They can look in each other's eyes to be like, yeah, we got them. And they can run the plays, and the announcers can say all the fancy shit. But down at that field level, when they looking at each
They
other's
know.
eyes, they
They
know.
know. They
You know
know
what I'm
what's going
saying?
on.
And
They know
so
what's
that's
going
the
on.
that's the difference that the Ravens bring that I don't think the average fan even understand. They just, oh yeah, our team got a better quarterback and they're gonna win. No, it just ain't that easy.
I mean, I could break down the whole game for you and save you 2.5 hours on Sunday. I could break it down for you. I played this game out 10 times in my head. I did it two more times before we started up today. I had seven, eight coming in. I did two
Is
more
it
times just
is it
talking about it, thinking
is it
about it.
me simulator
Yeah,
like the
the simulator.
ESPN?
Yeah,
Okay, so on the ESPN simulator, it did. I looked at it briefly. I think it had somewhere in the 60% range for Baltimore, in the 30% range. I could be wrong. 60 something, 30 something, 100. So ESPN analyzer, which I don't know how much we trust them, but they, for what
I
it's
don't
worth,
know.
for what it's worth, you know what I'm saying? For what it's worth. So, but that's how we feel, obviously. And like I said, all season long, they just kept talking about this shortcoming with the Ravens or Lamar if he didn't play, uh, I don't know, a perfect game or if he was missing on some passes. I mean, and you talked about that even some during the season. I would frustrate you when he was overthrowing wide
Yeah,
open receivers. But they seem to have connect. And the one thing that's offensively is to me, I think the question was Odell Beckham, right?
yeah.
And Odell's falling in line. That's another thing I try to point out to some people online, right? But they don't listen, of course. It's Odell come there and he ain't been no problem, right? He ain't been about Odell. He got to, Odell's like, look, y'all do. I'm just here to be a Raven, make them catches when I need to make them.
That's it.
That's so.
And we need Odell for Sunday and the Super Bowl.
And it's
I
like,
said, sit him in week 10. Remember, just set him down,
it,
put the Porsche in the garage. Let's pull it out on the party day. That's it. Like we
and
don't
it's like
need.
a catcher's
Yeah,
quarter. You know, you got to have four. It's just a catch a quarter.
yeah.
First down.
Just be out there.
Right,
Just your presence out
right.
there is enough to pose fear in that opposing defense. Just the
So
presence out there.
yeah.
And then you match that up with Zay on the other side, who nobody can hold.
So that's another point that you bring up, Zay, right? And not to be like super Raven heavy. We know Patrick Mahomes is great, and if he still had the cheetah, it'd be a whole different
I
story.
wouldn't have the confidence like that. If he had some formidable,
Right,
I've talked about this Kansas
right,
City wide receiver room.
right.
Pacheco runs too high. Pacheco will not make it to halftime. You heard it here first. Not that I wish injury. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but just the
His running
style of
style,
run
we
and
gonna
the
get a little
Ravens
broke up.
defense. It's going like my man Roquan said. We're gonna meet. I love you. I love the way you run. I love it. I love your style. Any running back that runs hard like that, I take my hat off to him. But come Sunday, we gonna have to meet. And when we meet, something gonna break, and it's not gonna be me.
Force on
I
force,
can
huh?
tell you right now, it's not gonna be me that breaks.
Force on force.
Yeah.
Ouch. So yeah, if Patrick Mahomes had somebody like the cheetah still, it would be a different story. But like some of their receivers been suspect all season. They have played better in the playoffs, right? They've been catching it, except when Nicole Hardman he fumbled, right? That was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was in there because somebody got a little dinged up,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I get
You
so
getting dinged up with the Bills who don't even hit.
so
So what you
so.
think like and you lead the league in drops with no contact.
Yeah,
Imagine the contact that's gonna be there Sunday.
so
I saw the 49ers get
alligator
Debo
hole.
was like that's maybe how he hurt that shoulder not extending right against us. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. I've seen the pass rush.
Seen it with my
Keep an eye
own
on Chris
eyes.
Jones and see how hard he go. If he go really hard for 4 quarters, I guarantee you by middle of the third quarter, Chris
He's looking
Jones
for
is gonna be
he's looking for oxygen.
fuck it. Now he's just I don't want Lamar to do anything. Let me just stay right here. But then token you stand right here. Now gonna give Lamar 7 seconds to throw the
Right.
ball.
And see, we had talked about that all season from the beginning, right? What was the defense going to do? And to me, Lamar is the transitional, transformational, whatever you want to call it, that new dual threat. He could throw equally and run equally as good, and is a threat at either one. But people aren't recognizing that. But they will after they beat the Chiefs and win the Super Bowl. And so, what if that happens and he's MVP second time? And what if he's MVP of the Super Bowl? Where would that put him? That's the question you need to be asking yourself, America.
That'll put him right behind Patrick Mahomes because Patrick Mahomes didn't have anybody. But those are the same nobodies he had when he went to his AFC Championship game again, beat the Bills, beat the Dolphins. This the same team, fellas. So we can't have it both ways. Either this team is formidable and good enough to get it done, and Lamar gets credit for the win, or what are we talking about? You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
honestly, what are we talking about? I don't want to hear how shitty this Kansas City Chiefs team is. come Monday morning. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's
They,
going to be the narrative. Oh, well, they
they
didn't have
beat a weakened.
weapons and
They
they
beat a
didn't
weakened team.
this and that and this and da
No, at
da
this
da.
point,
Like, I don't want to hear none of that shit.
right
None of
at,
it.
at
For
this
real.
point, the Kansas City team ain't weakened. They're molding. They are what they are this season,
Yeah.
and that's why
A
I'm
team
saying.
that can't catch and got no wide receivers.
That's why I'm saying this
That's what they
season.
are in week 1, and that's what they are in week 19, week
Right.
20.
As a black quarterback for him here, I love them all. I'm happy a lot of them had great seasons, but right now, like I said, we down to the last two. And just looking at the season overall, what Lamar has done, I know he didn't have the huge passing numbers. I think I looked at it earlier. I just re
He had a career high for him, 3,700
when
yards.
he was about 15 or 16 on the list, I believe.
Yeah, but for him,
I
that was a
know,
career
for
high for
I get
him.
it for him. That's
Yeah.
good. I didn't do a whole deep research and all this week because I
But
just
also Lamar had 900 yards. You throw
right,
that, now he had
right,
37.
this
He had 4,800 yards.
rushing.
What quarterback got 4,800 yards?
Right. None this year, right? None. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Equal dual threat. Although not yardage wise, but you take those 900 yards, I guarantee everyone mattered in the game.
Yeah.
So, and how many touchdowns he got by chance?
I want to say he's got 7 or 8
Great
rushing
rushing.
touchdowns.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. To me, and even Patrick, okay, Patrick came in the league and took it by storm, right? Because he could throw from any angle, do all this kind of crazy stuff, right? And he's got some wheels to a point. All these young cats coming in the league, black, white, whatever, they can run. You got to be mobile. Not all, I should say, but being mobile helps, right?
Yeah.
Being able to scat, get around, show some quickness. To me, Lamar is different in the fact that he's becoming a better thrower, a better passer, and reading defense as well based on the type of offense he has to work with. And when you put another year, like you said, you hope this OC can stay.
Yeah.
Because if you give him another year passing, more so, he's just going to get better. And he's
I
going
feel like that one more, if he gets one more season with Monken. After that, Monken, obviously, because they're going to repeat. So after they repeat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Monken
right,
goes
have
somewhere else. He's
opportunities.
going to definitely go somewhere else as a new
But
head coach.
but you're saying he'll
But
solidify
it'll give
Lamar
Lamar that this
that
year and that
base
second year
to
to
work
where
from.
now I know.
Right.
So now when that next offensive coordinator come in, Lamar, hey, no, let's do this.
Right.
Like
Lamar will
you
have
now having a
established himself.
conversation
Right.
versus okay,
Telling him.
coach, let's
Right.
go do that.
Right.
You,
Telling him what to
you know
do.
what I mean? He'll have more input in
Right.
it
Especially if he goes on and wins the Super Bowl and becomes MVP of the Super Bowl. I mean, he's got
this year and next year.
right. He's got all kind of street cred. So I mean, it'd be impossible for an OC to come in there and try to tell Lamar what to do. You know what I'm saying? So as I pointed out on the website from the very beginning when Lamar got drafted, he's doing better than Josh Allen, Josh Darnold, or not Josh Darnold, but Sam Darnold,
Yeah.
Josh Rosen,
Yeah.
and who was the other one? Was it Baker?
No,
Or
Baker was
wasn't
the
Baker.
because no, it might it was Baker.
It was Baker.
Yeah, because Baker was
So
#1 pick.
he succeeded all of them. Okay. And initially, I said only one may have been close to him was Josh Allen, but I always said Josh Allen hadn't won an MVP, and that was at the beginning of the season, and we saw what has happened in the season.
Yeah.
But we all know Josh Allen is good. But right now, it's about the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. I think they're gonna go on and win it. So that's what we have here this week, people. Anything else you want to impart to the people? You know what I'm saying? We done talked up the Ravens all season. It's about seeing what happened in this game. We believe in the Ravens.
The other thing is, look out for that Kyle Hamilton man to man on Kelsey. He gonna beat the out of Kelsey the entire game.
Is what's
The
her
entire
name?
game.
Is it what's her name gonna get mad?
Who, Taylor? Hey, y'all, if y'all ain't saw the gift, look at that gift that's out there floating around right now with Lamar. Hey, there's only one man left that can save us from Taylor Swift, and it's Lamar. And we're gonna have a Lamarvelous Sunday at the bank.
No, the Lions been trying to hype up Eminem, so they've been making jokes about Eminem and Taylor Swift. So, but anyway, people, that's what it is here. Like I said, we'll get back and talk about some of the other quarterbacks here once the season's over. I'll do my recap. But it's go Ravens.
Ravens all day, baby.
All right,
Marvelous day.
we'll see you in the Super Bowl edition.